Roald Dahl. Roald Dahl is one of the most prolific of modern writers in English. He was a British novelist, short story writer, poet, screenwriter, fighter pilot, and has a large fan following among young readers. The poem Television takes a comic look at the serious problem among young children today. The poem warns us about the dangers of excessive television watching. It tells us that the TV robs the mind of the power of imagination and creativity. Dahl, in his characteristic, exaggerated style, warns that we will become zombies if we keep staring uninterrupted at the television for long hours. He advises us to read books, for this will enable us to discover deeper levels of joy, find fulfillment in life, and open a whole new and exciting world for us. Television, Roald Dahl. The most important thing we have learned so far as children are concerned is never let them near your television set. Or better still, just don't install the idiotic thing at all. In almost every house we have been, we have watched them gaping at the screen. They loll and slop and lounge about and stare until their eyes pop out. Last week in some place, we saw a dozen eyeballs on the floor. They sit and stare and stare and sit until they are hypnotized by it, until they are absolutely drunk with all its hastily junk. Oh yes, we know it keeps them still. They don't climb out the window sill. They never fight or kick or punch. They leave you free to cook the lunch and wash the dishes in the sink. But did you ever stop to think, to wonder just exactly what this does to your beloved thought? It rots the sense in the head, it kills imagination dead. It clogs and clutters up the mind, it makes a child so dull and blind. He can no longer understand a fantasy, a fairyland. His brain becomes as soft as cheese, his powers of thinking rust and freeze. He cannot think, he only sees. Alright, you will cry, alright, you will say, but if we take the set away, what shall we do to entertain our darling children? Please explain. We will answer this by asking you, what use the darling wants to do? How use they keep themselves contented before this monster was invented? Have you forgotten, don't you know? We will say it very loud and slow. They used to read, they would read and read and read and read and then proceed to read some more. Great Scott, get jokes. One half their lives was reading books. The nursery shelves held books galore, books cluttered up the nursery floor, and in the bedroom by the bed, more books were waiting to be read. Such wondrous fantastic tales of dragons, gypsies, queens and whales, and treasure idols and distant swords, where smugglers rode with muffled oars, and pirates wearing purple pants and sailing ships and elephants, and cannibals crouching round the pot, staring await something hot. It smells so good, what can it be? Good gracious, it's penny law. The younger ones had Beatrix Potter with Mr. Todd the dirty rotter, and Squirrel Nutkin Piggling Bland, and Mrs. Tiggy Winkle, and just how the camel got his hump, and how the monkey lost his rump, and Mr. Todd, and bless my soul, there is Mr. Cat and Mr. Mole. Oh books, what books they used to know, those children living long ago. So please, oh please, we beg, we pray, go throw your TV set away, and in its place you can install a lovely bookshelf on the wall. Then fill the shelves lots of books, ignoring all the dirty looks, the screams and yells, the bites and kicks, and children hitting you with sticks. Fear not, because we promise you that in about a week or two of having nothing else to do, they will now begin to feel the need of having something to read. And once they start, oh boy, you watch the slowly growing joy that fills their hearts. They will grow so keen, they will wonder what they would ever seen in that ridiculous machine, that nauseating, foul, unclean, repulsive television screen. And later each and every kid will love you more for what you did.